Second roadblock are folks that I just call wimpy managers, and wimpy managers just drive me a little nuts. Wimpy managers are people who have a manager title, get the management paycheck, may have the manager office, but they're not really managers. And they're not really managers because part of your job as a manager is to use your authority as a manager when you need to do it. And wimpy managers are afraid to do that. So they can't do coaching because they're afraid to be in that position of using that authority. And I don't mean using authority in a dictatorial or demanding way. I mean using your authority to let people know how things are going in the job. Here are a couple of wimpy manager examples. My assistant, Amy, claims to get along with everyone, but with me she's disrespectful, arrogant, and intimidating. On top of that, her grammar and spelling are atrocious. She never listens to instructions. I cringe whenever I have to interact with her because I'm polite by nature and don't enjoy fighting. Well, this is not fighting. This is a performance problem that you have to correct. Or, I manage the administrative office in a high school. One of our secretaries, Cheryl, has a habit of openly talking about her personal problems with teachers, students, and parents. I've mentioned that she shares too much information, but Cheryl sees nothing wrong with this. What's the proper etiquette in this situation? Okay, first of all, it's not about etiquette. It's about meeting your performance expectations. And you've mentioned she shares too much information. I get more emails from managers who say, I've suggested, I've hinted, I've mentioned. No, you don't need to do that. Here you need to sit down with Cheryl and say, Cheryl, there's something that we need to talk about. And then you need to have a very clear coaching discussion. She may see nothing wrong with it, but you have to help her understand what is wrong with it, and then you have to agree on how it's going to stop. Or finally, I have a coworker with a bad attitude who routinely shirks her job duties. My boss frequently complains to me about Jackie and asks for advice on how to handle her. I'm not a supervisor, so how should I know what to do? Okay, that's just like world-class wimpiness, because now the boss is actually asking a coworker for help with the problem. So here's what wimpy managers lack. Wimpy managers lack what I just call management presence. And management presence simply means that you are comfortable and confident in your management role. You're not being authoritarian, but you're able to be appropriately managerial. And if you can think of someone who has this as a manager, you might want to use them as a role model.